Oh yeah, and check out this light right here. Shout out to Junebug for sending us this LCD light right here if my camera want to focus. Boom, check it out. We got Pac-Man going up there right now. We're gonna put something else up there next time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
DoorDash pays millions to Dashers after company pockets tip.
Warning for DoorDash customers who don't usually tip, you may be waiting longer to get your food.
It's leading both consumers and delivery workers by using tips intended for drivers.
Delivery service has announced it is testing out an alert system notifying users who are not planning to tip.
So between May of 2017 and September of 2019, 2 years.
That without that incentive, orders are less desirable for Dashers.
And this is coming out of San Francisco. Now, the reason this is important is because
the alert also asks customers, are you sure you want to continue without tipping?
Let's be honest, if they was doing this in California, they was doing this in every single state.
DoorDash says not every non-tipping user will receive the alert during this test run.
Bruh. We've known for the longest that DoorDash been stealing tips, and now they finally admitted to it.
To see if this is something,
tell you how much they tipped, show you in the app, and it don't reflect what you see in your DoorDash Dasher app.
They will roll out nationwide in the future.
Where do we go from here? How can you trust a company that's flat out stealing your money and using it to pay the next driver? They already only pay $2 in base pay, and now come to find out that $2 in base pay you was getting, it ain't even coming from DoorDash. It's coming from a tip that another customer then left for another driver. This is absolutely crazy. So you stealing from this driver in order to pay this other driver a $2 base pay that you should be paying both drivers. And then let's talk about the stacked orders. This admission of guilt from DoorDash is way before they even started pairing two customers together and only giving you $2 in base pay. So think about that for a second. In the past, you would get 2 orders. Each one had a $2 base pay. It probably one of those base pays was a stolen tip from a customer, right? But now, fast forward to 2025, if you do a stacked order, you get one single base pay of $2. So not only have they stolen tips from another customer to give you the $2 in base pay, they stole $2 of the base pay from you. This is absolutely crazy. DoorDash is some straight up crooks. They some straight up criminals. And it's crazy that it went on for this long and they just now getting caught. And they only, think about it, they are admitting to doing this in California, okay? Okay, no. Their headquarters is in California. They admitted to doing this in New York. Imagine if they paid 50 times the amount that they settled to in New York. Man, let me get my math together. Hold up. What's 17 million times 50? $850 million. Wow, that'll put a big dent into the CEO's bonus. That's for damn sure. And they ain't trying to come out of 850 million. Jesus Christ. No wonder they only settled to the New York lawsuit. Let me know what y'all think. This is absolutely crazy. If they admitted to stealing money from Dashers and customers in New York, you gotta believe that they had that same pay model across the whole United States. And this is just the amount they admitting to settling for this small time period. I would wager to say that they was using this pay model at least until like 2022 or 2023. And they only admitting to September of 2019. This is absolutely crazy. You know, this the type of lawsuit that could straight up put them out of business if you think about it. Because let's just say attorney generals and top prosecutors from every single state decide to take up lawsuits against DoorDash, and they all seeking 17 million or somewhere in that adjacent area. Shit, DoorDash gonna have a lot of ponying up to do. And if they have to come out on a whole bunch of lawsuits, it's gonna end up impacting the customer and the Dashers at the end of the day, because they already stole from the customer, already stole from the Dasher to have the market share they have the profitability that they have. And then they got the ongoing lawsuit with Uber Eats. This right here could straight up destroy them and make some real shakeup and changes happen in the company. I don't know, maybe some people lose their job in the IT department, or maybe it make its way all the way up to the top. But it goes on to say that they had an investigation conducted and found that DoorDash misled customers by pocketing tips intended for drivers dubbed as Dashers, and added the funds to the driver's base pay instead of providing them the full tips. So let's say you got a $10 tip. They would take $2 of that, give you $8, and put that $2 they stole from you towards the next Dasher's base pay. This is absolutely crazy. And this is probably how they got a lot of those no-tip deliveries delivered by offering that base pay that they stole from another customer. They not really losing out on a no-tip customer placing that order and not wanting to pay the dasher, because at least the $2 in base pay that they offering ain't even coming from them. That's crazy work. That's crazy work. So they go on to say that this is fundamentally unfair, and during a news conference, Doordash actually responded. They say they have a commitment to making sure the Dash's earnings are always fair and transparent. That's absolutely bull crap. They hide tips. They should have been had full tip transparency nationwide, but that's another manipulation tactic they use to trick the Dashers and to steal them the customer tips. Because if they not showing you the full $10 and they only show you $6, but then they go up to $8, who's to say that they didn't take $2 more off of their tip and give it to the next Dasher for a base pay? So, these allegations were settled on an old pay model that was retired in 2019, according to a spokesperson. And they say, we believe our practices properly represented how Dashers were paid during this period. We are pleased to have resolved this years old matter and look forward to continually offering flexible way for millions of people to reach their financial goals. Again, on them DoorDash stacked orders, if you pick up 2 orders now, you are getting $2 in base pay. And if neither one of them customer tip, that's all you getting. And I think that is a direct result of them basically admitting to this small portion of them stealing tips from Dashers in New York, when they really been stealing from Dashers. They've been stealing it from Dashers nationwide, probably since the Prop 22 was enacted in California. And this is a way for them to, get no tip orders delivered, skin a little bit off the top, and make sure that they making the most profits while paying Dashers the least amount of money. And basically, with no regulation, nobody to make sure they not doing stuff like this, it's going to continue to go on. So if they keep on admitting to practices and behaviors like this, what's going to end up happening is the whole food delivery game going to start to get really regulated. And then it's just going to be bad for everybody. So no matter how you slice it, this is a bad look. It's not good that they stealing from Dashers. It's not good that they stealing from customers. And it's also not good that them doing things like this is going to lead to more government regulation for the whole industry. And that's going to be bad for Dashers. So look, that's all I got. I know I'm a little late to the party with this one, but let me know what you guys think about this, because DoorDash got me messed up. I knew they was out here stealing tips, but let me find out they only admitting to doing it in New York when your ass been doing it probably across the whole damn world for the whole time. That's all I got for you. I'm your boy FDA. Click that like and that subscribe button if you want me to talk about more DoorDash news articles or anything happening in the gig economy.